Welcome back, everybody. What a phenomenal morning and phenomenal day yesterday. I'm telling you, thank God last week sucked so bad. Excuse me, but I just have to admit. But it's been yesterday was hands down probably the best day of the month. I mean, listen, we had stocks like Kodak, we had stocks like uh, OMB, we had Nikola, we had a bunch of stocks. But yesterday, with all these big winners that we had, Jesus, the SPI, the U1, SUNW, POLT, they're all moving again, okay? But this one is a new one that's just showing up. These energy stocks, I don't understand what's going on. But look at NEAT. NEAT just ran, okay? Remember, we started 8 o'clock this morning. Stock went from 7 to 17. Stock was up $10 for crying out loud. It's not even an hour. It's not even an hour, okay? So it's been a hell of a morning so far. It was a hell of a thing that's going on. There's a bunch of stocks that are moving, but let me just kind of explain to all of you here. Do not get cocky because you know what? You're starting to see people like trying to jump on the bandwagon, like, oh, what happened yesterday? Listen, the stock market had a big correction yesterday, and then all of a sudden we're having another correction today, and now everybody's looking at it and saying, oh, maybe those stocks are moving. And you know what? They are moving. But they're moving because they were up so big yesterday. They backed off. So anything that's up 200, 100% is really, not really that big of a deal because, when we talk about the SPI, which was up almost like, I don't know, a gazillion percent yesterday. I mean, we're going to show you that in a minute. We're going to talk about that. But there are a bunch of good stocks moving. And let me tell you, I sent out a bulk email to all the traders in the room, all the cyber traders, okay? Trial members, listen, I told you this a long time ago. Be patient with me. Be patient with your training. Do it right, okay? Because these things will come. And guess what? If you missed it yesterday, that's okay. Don't worry about it. They're there every day because you just found another one this morning, okay? Don't cry for spilled milk. What should tick you off is like, you know what? I shouldn't have went out and help my friend move a couch or something like that. You just got to, sometimes you just got to put your time, but it doesn't have to be all the day. But if you follow us on Twitter, because you will get alerts also, and you're on our YouTube channel and you see, we're going to broadcast. So we're going to do a couple of more different things to give you guys those quick alerts. I'm not going to bombard you with emails and stuff like that. And I know people don't like that, but you guys got to get those alerts because when those things do move, a lot of people looked at the SPI. Let me just bring that up really quick. That was one of the big movers yesterday. SPI, this thing just took off from nowhere. This is like ridiculous. So you could see it right there. It was right around $4 and it ran to about 45. It was at about I think that's more than 1,000%, I would say. Okay. All right. So Pat, you just made $1. Good job, man. Way to go. That's what I need to hear. All right. Yeah, I can see that, Norm. It's moving again. We'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, a lot of this is all short squeezes. They're all short squeezes. Look at that chart. Look at the long-term chart rate. When's the last time you saw a thing do that? Okay. When's the last time you saw a stock go from $1 to 45? Oh, yeah, we did it. We did in Kodak. For everybody keeps hearing about it. But listen, let's not get cocky. Let's not get greedy. But you know what? Every day's a new day. I'm just happy you guys are here to learn from it so you keep focusing and coming back. Now, I did send a bulk email to a lot of you about everybody regarding about, did you get a piece of it, whatever it is. And I got some really good feedback. One of the students made over 15,000 on that trade on SPI. Congratulations. You know what? Go out and buy something now. Go enjoy it. But listen, don't get cocky, okay? You are going to lose in the stock market, so you got a big cushion now. Stick what your rule is. You know what? You hit a grand slam home run. You had the best home run of your life of the season. That pays the bills, everything else. But focus on what we taught you on the journals. So give me those feedback. And then also, I'm asking everybody one big favor. I told you I was going to take care of you. Now you got to take care of CTU. Go on our Google review. Give us a 5-star Google review. We don't really ask. We don't pressure people, like some other people, But you know what? People need to know there's a lot of frauds out there. There's a lot of people out there that get ripped off from schools and stuff like that. And they don't know who to trust and who not to trust. There's a couple of extortionists out there too. I got some against me too. They write bad reviews about you. And it says, pay me $10,000. I'll take it down. I'm not going to bend for these people. But You can't do that on Google. So go out there and post up on Facebook and Google. Do us a favor. And really appreciate that. Would mean more to us than anything, because people out there in the world need to know who's for real and who's not for real. So let's get back to the stocks and let's see what's going on and what's moving. So, yeah, I mean, that was great. I mean, that was awesome. It made that much money. That was just phenomenal. And you know what? Listen, just one last thing before we get into this. One share. Just buy one little stinking share of the stock. One share. I know you're not going to make any money. I know you're not going to lose any money. But you know what? Demo means crap. People are like, oh, you got to forget about this demo crap. You're only demoing for 2 weeks. Okay? You just need to learn the platform. Just do one share. Buy one stinking share. Even if everyone's chasing it, you know what? And you lose money. You know what? You deserve it. Just get into it. You got to get into the momentum of being into a trade. One share. All right? Okay, so let's get back to the stocks. And now, by the way, there was a bunch of other ones that did move, and I just want to bring them up. So that one was a big move yesterday, obviously. I mean, that's, basically unheard of to see a stock that runs like that. I mean, but we do it all the time. So that one did move up pretty nicely. POLA, that one moved great. You could see that stock ran from about $1 to about $3-4, back right off. Then went back to $5. Another big move. SUNW. Another big move. You could see it right here. $1. It went all the way to $5, back right off. She just gapped up. She went over to $8. I mean, look at this stuff. Where do you see this crap? Oh, yeah, right here. That's where you see it. And I'll just do one more. The DGLI was pretty cool, but that was kind of slow. $1.90, about $3. That was a nice little afternoon runner. I actually did pretty well on that one too. But it was more nickels and dimes. After a while, when you make dollars in the stock, nickels and dimes, whatever it is, trading to close, just more fun. And for some of the people that missed anything, that was another thing you could have traded. All right, so let's get back and show what's moving on this morning, because there are a couple of stocks. So let me start off with SUNW. So SUNW is back on the watch list. I personally don't like to chase stocks the next day. Sometimes they do move, but look what happened here in pre-market. Stock went from $5.50, just dropped down to $4. If you bought 1,000 shares of that stock and you did not know what you were doing, right there, you'll lose $1,800 like that, and some of you could be out of business like that. So part of the training, and I know we started the classes, Josh started doing a new cycle of the courses, big thing that we talk about, and for him, I was just talking to him earlier. He couldn't, it's like it was so crazy, that it was a totally different type of class that you had to do because of the market of these stocks. But the biggest thing we teach you here at Cyber Trading University is not to find these winners. Remember, we don't tell you what to buy. It's illegal. No one's allowed to do that. By the way, I'm warning you guys on YouTube, Facebook Live, okay? And I'm warning everyone else out there. I've been doing this for 25 years. People go out there and they says, what do you think I should buy? Where should I buy? That's illegal. The SEC and the FTC are cracking down. They just shut down and went after online trading academies to do something stupid like that because they couldn't resist. So, and I have my 3 sons at home. I'm married. I don't want to go to jail. That's why I'm still in business. But some of the biggest people, they think that they go out there and tell you. You don't need that. You need to figure it out on your own, but it's also illegal. I'm going to remind you guys that. And by the way, if if you don't like somebody, you could rat somebody out on that, and they get themselves in big trouble. So, but the king is this. You need to know how not to lose money. That's their ultimate goal. You got to know how to stop losing money so you know where to get in and where to get out of these positions. And that's why the class is so important. But you got the SUNW that's moving. You got the PLOA. That one's also moving again. That was the one from yesterday. Nice little move. 8 o'clock this morning from 340 to 460. Where am I on my book? Yeah. Not really that. Nothing really much. It's kind of a more flat line right here. SPI is going back on my watch list. You could see that thing just popped right there from 20 to 30. Listen, the stock is extremely volatile. You're talking about a category 5, okay? So if you're a beginner trader, you better trade just a very little amount of shares, okay? So be very, very careful of the stock. Stock is extremely volatile. But even those big moves, you could do pretty well. CBAT is also moving pretty nicely, kind of like this one right here. Nice little trend, starting to back off a little bit. She got some great iceberg orders here on the right-hand side. Solo. Funny, we traded Solo a few times. Remember, we traded Solo right here from 2 to 6. That was a nice move. She's moving a little bit nice. She's up 12%, 3.7 million shares already in pre-market. I'm really ticked off. I tried to short Nikola. I can't get the short off. There's no shares for me to short. Yesterday, it was a phenomenal short. Phenomenal. Very easy. So I don't know if your brokerage firm are looking at it, but this thing is obviously is getting destroyed. I guess you forget about the CEO. General Motors bought a piece of it. I don't know how that guy pulled that off. OMI, it's up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to scratch this one out. And obviously the NEAT's doing great. NEAT's doing really nice. Nasty shakes. Those don't trade too many stocks of that. All right. We got somebody on YouTube is asking me, what about the NNDM? Nice little push, nice little trend. Definitely gonna put that on the watch list. Like it. I'm gonna write this down. NNDM, good call. You can see you got a nice little iceberg orders right around here, 6,000, 13,000 at $110. Probably explains why stock backed off right there at that resistance levels. All right. Anything else? Anything else we're missing? At what time is that? My God, I keep talking away, and got about 15 minutes before the market gets opened. Anything else? Definitely a nice catch right there. Way to go, John. Just made 26 cents on SUNW. You know what's so funny? I keep confusing about SUNW. I don't know if you guys, how long you guys have been trading for. But remember, SUNW was a really like one of the Intels back in the 90s. And obviously they bought the name, so it's not SUNW. They got bought out, but somebody just bought the symbol again. But every time I think of that stock, I think of SUNW. You know, it's pretty funny. Anything else? Okay, so listen. Today, very big day as usual. All right, I'm just going to go out there and move this over here. Okay, so let me just bring this over here so you guys could see it here on YouTube, Facebook Live. Today at 12 o'clock, once again, open house. Get in there. Come and join us. Let's teach you what this is all about. You know what I mean? Don't waste any time. Register. We get the link up there. Students, listen, come in there. Listen what we have to say. You always learn something new. You always get somebody from the street that never did this before, might ask a question that might, hit a light bulb like, oh my God, I never really thought about that question. And that's great too. So come out there and join us live today, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to talk about open house, and I'm going to talk a little bit about CyberTradingu University, what we do and how you guys could do this. All right. And then don't forget this Saturday also for everybody here. You're not going to be around 12 o'clock. You could do that. And if you register, it'll be recorded. All right, guys, listen, market's opening up in 15 minutes. Let's get ready for the open. I know we have a lot of new trial members here at CyberTradingu University. I hope you're having a good time and enjoying it. I know I'm going to be talking to a lot of you here. I know a lot of you got your appointments already booked. Remember, our goal here at CyberTradingu University is not everyone's really qualified to trade. So when I talk to you, we're going to sit down. We're going to evaluate what your trading style is. And I'll let you know, honestly, if this is for you or not. Because listen, this is not for everybody, because a lot of people blow up their accounts more than anything. And I'll be the straightforward person to tell you before you actually, if you should continue or not. And we'll go from there. All right. But good luck today. Happy trading. Be safe. And I'll see you back here at 12 o'clock live here on YouTube, Facebook Live, and also in the Cyber Group. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe.